Hello guys, so we'll study about Azure Fundamentals Part 1. Okay, so introduction. Okay, Azure is a cloud computing platform with an ever-expanding set of services to help you build solutions to meet your business goals. Azure services range from simple web services for hosting your business presence in the cloud to running fully virtualized computers for you to run your custom software solutions. Azure provides a wealth of cloud-based services like remote storage, database hosting, and centralized account management. Azure also offers new capabilities like AI and Internet of Things or so what? Internet of Things or IoT. Okay. In this module, you'll take an entry-level end-to-end look at Azure and its capabilities. You'll gain a solid foundation for completing the available learning paths for Azure Fundamentals. Okay. So, about this cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Okay. Oh, Azure is a cloud computing platform. So, what's a platform? Platform means platform is any hardware or software used to host an application or service. So it's a combination of hardware and software, okay, that used to host an application. Okay, so yeah, and cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Let's have a quick look. Cloud computing. Cloud computing is a big shift from traditional way of businesses think about IT resources. So it is like IT resources. Okay, so it contains costs. Cloud computing eliminates capital expense. Software setting up running data centers. Okay. Yep, for the costs. So you don't need to own your you need no hassles on making your infrastructure, making your own data center, no hassles of maintenance, okay, and like choosing the right brands, the right parts, okay, assembling servers, okay, no hassle on choosing the brands of the good quality servers that you use on your data center. Okay, so let Microsoft decide what are the best equipments, best brands, and the best components to use. Okay, so next one is speed. So most cloud computing services are provided self-service on demand. So even vast amounts of computing resources can be provisioned in minutes. Okay, so it's like if you need more memory, more RAM, or more processing power, it's just a one click away, and a Microsoft team or the admins will provision it for you. So global scale, cloud computing services with the ability to scale elasticity, cloud speed, so you need the right amount of IT resources, need from the right geographic location. Okay. So expected that the service is on the cloud, so it's everywhere. So it has scalability is what they call it. Okay, you're gonna have it right where you need it from the right geographic location. So probably the data center or the region where the cloud, the region where you get your service from is from the nearest geographic location on your place. So productivity on-site data centers typically require a lot of racking and stacking hardware setup. Like this one, productivity. Okay, so you're gonna save time from maintenance. Okay, maintaining your equipment, right? Like on-site checking on your data centers, your own data centers. No hassle with that. Let them do the thing. Okay, let them do the maintenance. Okay, and security. Many cloud officers offer a broad set of policies, technologies, and controls. So no need to double check the security of your infrastructure. They will handle it for you. Okay, and reliability. Okay, so cloud computing makes data backup, disaster recovery, and business continuity easier and less expensive. So expect that if you are using cloud computing services, automatically you have backups and disaster recovery. Okay, you will have like nodes, right? So yeah, that's the advantage. Okay, that's the convenience of having an Azure computing services. Okay, so there's types of cloud computing. This is the okay, we have public cloud, okay, owned and operated by third-party cloud service providers. Okay, and Azure, like if you avail Azure for public cloud, then yes, you can. So all the hardware and softwares and other supporting infrastructure is owned and managed by the cloud provider, by Microsoft, by Azure. Okay, and you're just accessing them. Okay, for your to avail the service, to use the service. This one, the private cloud, the other one. So this is the types of cloud computing: public cloud, directly from Microsoft; private cloud refers to cloud computing resources used exclusively by a single business organization. So you have your own. You have your own data center. Okay, you have an on-site data center, and yeah, sometimes you they pay for third-party service providers to host your private cloud. So private cloud is maintained on a private network. Okay, so it is in cloud, but the network is not public. Slash private. Okay, advantage of it is like if you're just gonna access some internal applications, it will be more faster. Okay. Hybrid cloud. Hybrid clouds combine public and private clouds, bound together by technology that allows data and applications to be shared between them. By allowing data and applications to move between private and public clouds, the hybrid cloud gives your business greater flexibility, more deployment options, and help optimize your existing infrastructure. So most companies that use this hybrid cloud is like they have their database on a private cloud, okay, on their internal network, and for the applications it is hosted on the public cloud. Okay, so hybrid means combination of public cloud and private cloud. Usually the setup, the databases, okay, is on the private cloud, and the web servers, application servers, web apps is on the public cloud. This concept. So types of cloud services, we have IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. I usually put this in the last part, because I memorized them as ISAPA. Okay, ISAPA. IaaS, SaaS, and PaaS. IaaS is infrastructure as a service. PaaS is platform as a service. SaaS is software as a service. Okay, so just a quick on this one. Actually, we're not on this part yet. Why am I advanced really? So IaaS is infrastructure as a service. Okay, so infrastructure Um, it's like a combination of devices and hardware and software. Okay, for the let's Google it for sure. Infrastructure meaning in IT. Alright, system, hardware, software, facilities, and service components that support delivery of business systems in IT-enabled processes. So this is the infrastructure. This is like the platform, but it involves facilities, service components, okay, and some business related components, not just hardware and software. Platform is just hardware and software without the like management groups, resource groups, okay, the people involved, okay, people that has access to this and that, okay, the way the flow of the business, okay, that is for the infrastructure. For the platform as a service, it's like again, example is VMware. Okay, it's just that, right? And for software as a service, it's just a software. Common example is the Active Directory. Okay, so you're using the Active Directory for your applications. That's software as a service. Alright, moving on. What is Azure Fundamentals? Azure Fundamentals is a series of 6 learning paths that familiarize you to Azure and its many services and features. By the way, I just streaming how I studied this particular topic. I might be wrong, but if I am, just send me a message on it. Put it on the comments below. Okay? No harsh comments, please. Alright. I'm a junior. Junior season. Okay. Alright, so whether you're interested in Azure Core Compute Network Storage and Database Services, learning about cloud security best practices, or exploring the cutting edge in IoT and machine learning, think of Azure Fundamentals as your curated guide to Azure. Azure Fundamentals includes interactive exercises that give you hands-on experience with Azure. Many exercises for the temporary Azure environment called the Sandbox. Oh, you have Sandbox, which allows you to learn for free at your own pace. Technical IT experience is not required. However, having general IT knowledge will help you get the most from your learning experience. Why should I take Azure Fundamentals? Whether you're just beginning to work with the cloud or you already have the cloud experience that are new to Azure, Azure Fundamentals provides you with everything you need to get started. No matter your goals, Azure Fundamentals has something for you. Take Azure Fundamentals if you have general interest in Azure or in cloud. Want to earn official certification from Microsoft? Preparation for exam AZ100. That's my target. Okay, I'd like to finish this certification. It's like very, very good trophy that you can put onto your resume. Right? So the Azure Fundamentals Learning Paths series can help you prepare for exam AZ900. This exam includes 6 knowledge domain areas. This is like the domain expansion. Everything has domain. Okay, so AZ900 domain area, and this is the way. Okay, so cloud concepts 20-25%. Describe core Azure services 2020. Describe core solutions and management tools 2015. General security and domain security 2015. Describe identity, governance, privacy, and compliance features 2025. Describe Microsoft cost management and service level agreements 15. So the one has weight is the cloud concepts and identity governance, privacy, and compliance. Alright, each domain area maps to learning path with Azure Fundamentals. Percentages shown indicate the relative weight of each on the exam. The higher the percentage, the more questions that part of the exam will contain. Be sure to read an exam page for specifics about what skills are covered in each area. This training helps you develop broad understanding of Azure. Having real-world experience will help reinforce the concepts so that you're more fully prepared for the exam or to apply your skills on the job. Learning objectives. After completing this module, you'll be able to describe the basic concepts of cloud computing, determine whether the Azure is the right solution for your business needs, differentiate between different methods of creating an Azure subscription. Okay, so let's copy these learning objectives and notes and we'll tackle them later. Okay. Prerequisites. You should be familiar with basic computing concepts and terminology. Familiarity with cloud computing is helpful. Okay, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? Have you ever seen the wolf cry? The blue hormone. Wondered what cloud computing is? Have you ever wondered what cloud computing is? It's the delivery of computing services over the internet. Computing services. What are the computing services? Those are this: IaaS, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, serverless computing, and software as a service. Over the internet, which is otherwise known as the cloud. These services include storage, databases, networking, software analytics, and intelligence. Cloud computing offers faster innovation, flexible resources, and economies of scale. So I think based from this, I just learned from this phrase that the word cloud, for example, on job interview, you were asked about what is cloud. Cloud is also known as internet. Okay, it's just like, say, they just use the term cloud for cloud computing and cloud services. It sounds more more, you can visualize the product, okay, the service, if the term is cloud, okay, because there's so many like internet services, internet computing. It sounds, it sounds off, okay, on the meaning of it. Alright, anyways, just another opinion, okay, apologies. So let's watch this video. What is cloud computing?
What is cloud computing? Just like when you shop for your own computer, cloud computing lets you choose the power and features you need to run your software. The difference is, with cloud computing, the PC is in a cloud provider's data center instead of physically with you. This lets you pay for only the services you use. Plus, someone else gets to manage the upkeep of the computer. Each cloud provider will have their own selection of services to choose from, but the basic services provided by all cloud providers are compute power and storage. Compute power is how much processing your computer can do. For example, when buying a home computer, you may choose a computer with 8 GB of RAM and the latest processor to run the software you need today. But as the load on the computer grows, you find that it slows down. With cloud computing, you can add and remove compute power as you need it. This saves on cost, since you only pay for the resources you use. Storage is the volume of data you can store on your computer. A traditional computer has limited hard drive space. Over time, you may have to run out and buy another hard drive to store more data. With cloud computing, you can request more storage as you need it. Cloud providers manage the upkeep of the computer, so you don't have to. They will make sure that there are backups, that the operating system is up to date, as well as making sure that everything is up and running 24 hours a day. So as your business grows and your computing needs change, you can quickly bring on new computing resources in a cost-effective way.
Yeah, my mic is not on. Alright. I guess you can hear me now. And the rain outside. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Alright. Alright, so moving on. Why is cloud computing typically cheaper to use? Right, so cloud computing is the delivery of computing services over the internet by using a pay-as-you-go pricing model. You typically pay only for the cloud services you use, which helps you lower your operating costs, run your infrastructure more efficiently, scale as your business needs change. Okay, so based on this, why is cloud computing typically cheaper to use? In my opinion, it's because you don't need to buy your own equipment. You don't need to maintain your own equipment. Okay, for example, as time goes by, there's another technology, or there's another upgrades for your hardware. You don't need to. You don't have a hassle to buy them for the improvement of your data center to be updated. Okay, and if you're gonna need more RAM, you don't need to buy another, like another memory cards or another processor. Okay, it's just one click away, and you can upgrade your compute. Okay, your computing power. And what else? Like, for example, for maintenance events, like you need some downtime because you're gonna do this. There's updates or patches that you need to put on to your OS. Okay, no downtimes needed here. Okay, because they have this load balancing thing on Azure. Okay, so no downtime. They're promoting like business continuity. Okay, and they also have disaster recovery for you, and they can also handle backups. Okay, so in my opinion, that is the most convenient reasons why you should use Azure or cloud. Okay, so alright, moving on. To put it another way, cloud computing is a way to rent compute power and storage from someone else's data center. Okay, you don't give on your data center because you're just renting. Okay, so they'll do the rest for you. Okay, your provider, data center provider, will do the rest for you, especially the maintenance, which can cost you a lot. Okay, so you don't need it. Just alright, you just no worries. You have no worries on your data center. Okay, because whatever happens, okay, if there's some things that happen with your services, this is Microsoft, so they can pay you. Microsoft, man, they're rich. So whatever happens, some bad luck happens to your system, they can do something about it. And like if you have system crashes or whatever, most of the time you did. Just another opinion from me. Ignore that. Anyways, moving on. Alright, so when you're done using them, you give them back. Okay, you're billed only for what you use. Okay, so instead of maintaining CPUs and storage on your data center, you rent them from the time that you need them. Alright, so I really don't need to tackle it because it will be tackled here as well, as I've said a while ago. Okay, instead of maintaining, okay, less maintenance on your data center. That's it. Okay, I believe you understand that. Alright, so you rent from the time you need them. The cloud provider takes care of maintaining the underlying infrastructure for you. The cloud enables you to quickly solve your toughest business challenges and bring cutting-edge solutions to your users. Why should I move to the cloud? The cloud helps you move faster and innovate in ways that once were nearly impossible. In our ever-changing digital world, two trends emerge. Teams deliver new features to their users at record speeds. Users expect an increasingly rich and immersive experience with their devices and with software. Software releases were once scheduled in terms of months and even years. Today, teams release features in smaller batches than often scheduled in days or weeks. Some teams even deliver software updates continuously, sometimes with multiple releases within the same year. Think of all the ways you interact with devices that you couldn't do it a few years ago. Many devices can recognize your face and respond to voice commands. Augmented reality changes the way you interact with the physical world. Household appliances are even beginning to act intelligently. These technologies are only a few examples, and many of them are powered by the cloud. To power your services and deliver innovative and novel user experiences more quickly, and the cloud provides on-demand access to a nearly limitless pool of raw compute storage and networking components, speech recognition, and other cognitive services that help make your application stand out, proud, analytics services that deliver telemetry data from your software. So yeah, the cloud, as I understand here, before software releases like OS updates, it's some releases are yet to be delivered, okay, for companies or for some OS owners. Okay, on this one, okay, it will be automatically patched, so no need to manually patch your OS, no need to have a downtime. I'm gonna update our operating system. We're gonna install some updates and patches. There'll be a downtime for like an hour or so. No need for that. Okay, if you're on the cloud, okay, no need to do that. Okay. And analytics, they also have analytics services. So if you have some data analysts, you only need a few, because on Azure Cloud, it's part of the service. You have analytical reports, okay, for your data. So next, what is Azure?